Quite possibly the most underrated player of our generation, Toni Kroos consistently excelled for club and country. Having achieved more trophies than Xavi and having notched up more assists than Luka Modric, I think it's safe to say that the German was worth more than his weight in gold.
However, that wasn't the reason why he dominated European football. His big game record was immense, scoring in many mammoth matches for both Real Madrid and Germany. Examples include his game-winning free kick versus Sweden that kept Germany in the World Cup, the winning assist to send his country through to the semi-final in 2014, the best through ball you'll ever see laying it on a plate for Vinicius in the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich, and of course, who could forget his direct goal from a corner kick in the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. But once again, that wasn't the reason why he dominated European football.
Because the actual reason why he dominated European football was because he had a laser-like foot, boasting one of the best passing records we have ever seen. Kroos once went 10 seasons without dropping below a 90% pass completion rate. Amazing, I know, but the craziest stat, and well, just listen to this, was the fact that Kroos once played 15 consecutive matches without misplacing a pass. And it wasn't as if most of his passes were backwards or sideways, no. The German holds the record for the most successful passes into the final third in Champions League history. He is one of the very few footballers to have never had a poor season in his career, especially during his time in Spain, with him consistently proving to be the linchpin to his team's success. And even though Modric was the more complete of the two, the Croatian could not command a game like his German counterpart. Take a look at how Real Madrid have functioned since Kroos' departure. There's no cohesion, there's no rhythm, and there's certainly no control. Bellingham's your box-crashing eight, Valverde's your engine, Guda's your creative outlet, and Tchouaméni's your destroyer. All four ooze quality, however none of them have the ability to control a football match. And Real Madrid's biggest issue since Toni Kroos' departure is the departure of Toni Kroos. Not the Vinicius, Rodrigo and Mbappe conundrum, or the Carvajal and Trent dilemma, no. It's not having their dictator in midfield. And before you comment, what about Dani Ceballos? Well, yes, he does possess elements of the German's game, but if he was really that good and if he was really that effective, he'd be playing every week.
Goals and assists will never do Kroos justice despite his many memorable contributions during key matches for club and country, meaning he'll likely be forgotten by many in decades to come. And of course, playing alongside Luka Modric doesn't help his recognition either. But the real football fans out there appreciate and value his importance to not only his team, but the game itself. As over the years and even nowadays, there are many midfielders who can score consistently, break up play or press like a monster, but very few who can dictate the tempo of a game, and none to the degree of this man.
A treble winner, a World Cup winner, a 6 times Champions League winner. Toni Kroos won it all, and did so while being the most dominant midfielder of his generation. Like and subscribe for more content just like this, and while you're at it, comment down below. Where do you think Toni Kroos ranks among the all-time great midfielders? Because for me, I think he sits right alongside the likes of Luka Modric and Pirlo, and just below the likes of Iniesta, Zidane and Xavi. Bold, I know, but it's hard to argue against that.